Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, Executive Editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with Dave's Faves. And today I would love to talk to you about Debussy's Pelléas et Mélisande. Oh, there are so many wonderful performances. Actually, there are of this opera. It's done awfully well on disc. But the one I haul out most often is this one, the Karajan. Believe it or not, yes, he was a wonderful conductor of this opera because it's an opera about suspended animation and nothingness. Well, maybe there's something else in there. But essentially, it is the ultimate chord piece. And Karajan was the ultimate chord guy. It has no counterpoint. It's all about texture and mysterious sounds from far off places and warm, gorgeous string textures. Oh, yes! Yes, Karajan was the guy to do it, and he's got a fabulous cast. The reason this is such a great performance, frankly, is because he has such a good cast. He doesn't ruin it by miscasting everybody, which he often did. You know, he didn't care who his singers were. If he wanted them to do a role, he'd say, "You do that role." And they would say, "Yes, of course, I'll do that role. You are Mr. Karajan." And whether it was good for their voice or not, and it could just make a mess of the whole thing. So he doesn't do that here, thank God. And it's really, the result is just tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Because, first of all, Pelléas is Richard Stillwell, and Mélisande is Frederica von Stade. Yes, that fabulous Frederica von Stade, one of her great roles, and she was unquestionably a Kunstdiva, a great singer, a singer of tremendous gifts and intelligence, and this is a fabulous performance. And then Golod is José Van Damme, who's also amazing, and Arkel is Ruggiero Raimondi, and Geneviève is Nadine Denis, and we don't care who Le Petit Ignolde is. Little children operas are horrible. And we have a shepherd, of course. Well, we don't care about them either. So it's really phenomenally good. I mean, it's intense, and it's amazingly sung and wonderfully recorded, and what more do you want? Actually, there is one more thing I want. And that's one of the things that makes this such a powerful and impressive performance, and that's this. You know, we do talk about how much Debussy only wanted to do an opera about suggestion and where nothing is obvious and everything is subdued. And, you know, it is all of that. It's all, you know, taking place in this sort of impressionist fog. And Mélisande is the stupidest character in all of opera. I mean, she doesn't know who she is. She doesn't know where she is. She doesn't know why she is. She doesn't know what she's doing. She lost her crown and fell into a pond. She's crying, you know. The less said, the better. The point is this. When Debussy finally does unleash the full power of the orchestra, and it's a large orchestra, it's got to really hit you in the solar plexus, and this does. Because Karajan, say what you will about him, had dynamic range. But the good kind of dynamic range, not the pianissimo from hell that you can't hear. It was always tactile. His textures he always had, you could pet them, you could feel them. They always had body. That's the thing, body. And when those big moments come up, like the murder of Pelléas and that kind of stuff, oh my God, the torture of Mélisande when he's chanking at her hair. I mean, when the orchestra really gets going, wow, watch out. That's what makes this such a fulfilling experience, instead of just, some sort of meditative, Zen-like navel gazing 2.5 hours of nirvana or comatose something or other. No, there are moments when it reaches out and grabs you by the throat, and you realize that these are actual people who are suffering and feeling things, however bizarre they may be, and however incredible the situation. I mean, there's real, honest-to-goodness, suppressed sometimes, passion waiting to erupt, and it does. And that's why this is such a fabulous performance. So keep on listening, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care.